Hey guys, it's Geo. Today I'm going to shy away from the film review kind of side of things and I'm going to talk about a video game because I love video games, and if you don't, then you're wrong. I probably shouldn't say that, but you should play video games because video games are cool. Today I'm going to be talking about the video game Portal 2, and it's a game which I'd expect the majority of people to have played, or at least the majority of people who enjoy playing games to have played. It's just one of those games where you say, oh, have you played Portal 2? Well, yeah, everyone has. But I'm going to review it anyway because I'm so in love with this game. Like, there aren't even words to describe how in love with it I am. It's kind of like my feelings for Saw, but in video game form. So I played the original Portal game quite a few years ago because I had a group of friends online who had all played it, and they always used to go to each other, the cake is a lie. And I had no idea what that was all about, and they were like, Geo, you haven't even played Portal, so how would you know? And so then I was like, okay, I need to play this game so that I can be in with my friends. And it was alright. Portal, the original game, is actually quite a short game. I think I read online that it's only 2 hours long gameplay, so it's really short and you can get it on the computer. It's pretty cheap. It sets out, you know, the start of this story, which is continued in Portal 2, but in so much more depth, and this is a much longer game. I have it for PS3, but you can also get it on a computer and on an Xbox. It continues the story in so much more depth, and what I love about the story of this is the fact that it's so subtle. You know, at the moment I'm playing Bioshock, and to find out things about the past, you're either told them directly or you find tapes which will relay information to you, whereas in this the plot is really subtle, you know, and you find it out in quite subtle ways. You have to sort of pick up, be quite vigilant, find out things people are saying, and it's really good. And it starts out, so you play the character Chell, that's Chell, and you wake up in the Aperture Science Enrichment Centre as you were in the first game, but you're in one of their, I think it's called a restoration chamber. You're basically asleep for as long as they need you to be asleep until they need you to start testing again. And then you wake up again, but it's so much further in the future. Everything's run down and broken. It seems the whole place has been abandoned. And you start to make your way through the enrichment centre, and you meet this morality core called Wheatley. There isn't a picture of him on the box. He's like this big. And he's a core, and he's like, right, okay, I'm going to try and get you out. We're going to escape. And so that's how you start the game. And I mean, everyone, I'm pretty sure, has heard of the main antagonist GLaDOS. GLaDOS is in this game, and it sort of picks up from where you left in the first game. I won't ruin the end of the first game, but you pick up that, and then it all starts from there, and you go on this massive adventure. And what's really amazing about it is that at some parts it can be a bit creepy. Like, it's not a scary game in the least at all, but some parts are just a bit, ooh, it's a bit eerie. But there is no other human, there's no one else there apart from you and GLaDOS and occasionally Wheatley. They're the only characters in the game, and so it's not as if you ever have to fight someone or anything like that. You just, you know, there are just sometimes just things which are just a little bit odd. And there's only maybe 1 or 2 parts in the game where you're actually tested on how fast you are, or you're gonna... Actually, no, that's a lie. There are a few parts, but there's only one part that is like really sort of like, oh, I don't want to die. But there are some parts in test chambers where you have to be quite fast. And it's just really good, and it's so unique in the fact that it's essentially a puzzle game with an amazing backstory, but it's played as a first-person shooter, and then you haven't got like a main enemy that you're physically fighting against. You're trying to escape from this place, and it's just... I just love it, and I just love the fact that you find out a lot about the history of the Aperture Science Centre, that you just find it all out, and it's such a massive place, and it's just... I love the settings, which are so huge, and you can only really just kind of imagine and conceive what they would be like. Like, it's just really cool. I'm so in love with this game. Not only that, it has got the most perfect soundtrack. Now, I pay attention to soundtracks in everything. Every film I watch, every TV show I watch, every video game I play, I pay so much attention to the soundtrack because I just love soundtrack. Portal 2 soundtrack is so good. It's 3.5 hours long, and I listen to it every time I'm studying. It's just so amazing, and I've bought so many of the songs. They're just sitting on my phone, and I love it. I love it. I love this game so much. I can't quite do it the justice that it deserves just by talking about it. So if you haven't played this game, you know, you don't need a PS3, you don't need an Xbox, you must have a computer. Just buy it on Steam, or if, like me, you actually prefer to play it with a handheld controller, then get it for your console. It is so good. Like, it's... oh man, it's really brilliant. And the co-op mode, if you want to play with a friend, the co-op mode is amazing, and It hasn't so much got a story in the same way that the single player mode has, but the co-op mode is based after the story of the single player mode. I played this with Katie, who also does reviews on this channel. I played the co-op mode with her, and it's so much fun. You can actually have a laugh with it, as well as it being like challenging, like the single player game was. It's really good. And it's quite interesting because I've played this game twice now. I've completed it twice. The first time I played it, it took me about a month to complete, because I mean, although I had like school and all that, like over the sort of time that it took me about a month to complete. The second time I played it, it took 2 days. So yeah, I don't know when it's socially acceptable to play it for the third time, but I'm hoping I can do it all in one sitting then. That would be interesting. But yeah, just play Portal, love Portal, talk about Portal with me. If you guys have played it or want to play it or have any thoughts about this game whatsoever, please put them in the comments and I will talk to you guys about it, because I could talk about this game for so long. Yeah, so that was Geo talking about Portal 2 for gbposters.com. Hopefully I'll see you guys soon. I'm in a heap of revision right now because my A-levels are in a few weeks, so guys, make suggestions about what you want me to talk about. I would love to talk about more video games. Maybe you want me to talk about some other films or a TV show or something. Yeah, talk to me, let's be friends. Alright, bye.